Thank you for joining us. As we warm up for spring and as travel season nears, gas prices remain high across the U.S.
UCentral's Joseph Morales spoke to international students here on campus to see how prices compare across the globe.
Gas prices around the world are increasing every day. Gas prices in America have gone from $2 per gallon to almost $4. We talked to international students from the University of Central Oklahoma to know what the gas prices are in their home countries, and this is what they said.
I'm from Japan, and gas prices right now is about $6.5 per gallon.
In gallons in Pakistan is about $3, and so it's about $1 difference between the United States and Pakistan.
We asked these two students what they think about the elevated gas prices, and this is what they said.
I think it's really expensive compared to like 10 years ago, because I remember when I was a kid, it was about $3 per gallon in Japan. So it's like twice higher than 10 years ago.
In our country, there's a joke, one man went to the other and said, did you know that the gas prices have gone up? And the other man said, it doesn't affect me. I used to fill it up for $10 before. I'm still going to do the same thing.
We asked the professor of economics at the College of Business at the University of Central Oklahoma when we could expect the gas prices to drop, and this is what he said.
It's very difficult to predict oil price right now, especially oil and the gas price. It's very difficult to predict that. And hopefully, right now, it's hopefully the war, because the war is a big concern right now. If the war getting, maybe most of the people say, well, probably May, the war will probably end in the morning, but I'm not quite sure. It also depends on that too. So if everything goes well, hopefully, end of this year, the oil price will drop.
Gas prices around the world are increasing, and it could become the new normal. From Edmond, Joseph Morales, UCentral News.
And President Biden is looking to help Americans struggling with soaring gas prices. In a historic announcement made today, the U.S. will release a record amount of crude oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserves. While tapping deeper into the reserve is expected to have a limited effect on prices, Biden is hoping to send a political message amid a difficult midterm election year.
It's time to deliver true long-term energy independence in America once and for all. And I'm going to continue to use every tool at my disposal to protect you from Putin's price hike.
The White House says the goal is to move the country towards renewable energy and away from dependence on foreign oil.
And as vacation season gets closer, COVID restrictions are beginning to relax. The CDC now says cruises no longer pose as a travel risk, but still suggests being fully vaccinated. However, experts advise to be ready for the Omicron subvariant to increase cases. And the State Department of Health releases the latest data on COVID-19 in Oklahoma. OSDH says 403 new cases were added this week. Right now, the state has 850 active cases. 153 Oklahomans are in the hospital with the virus, and 31 are in the ICU.
Well, while the winds are picking up across the state today, the temps continue to drop. Let's take it over to MC, who's going to tell us what we can expect coming up in weather. MC?
Thank you, CJ. Let's go ahead and look at your current conditions here on campus. Right now, big number on the screen, 56 degrees, sunny outside. Now, we did see some of those cumulus clouds earlier, but right now it's pretty clear. And those clouds are in sight. Honestly, we have a northwest wind 10 miles per hour. Humidity is sitting at 42%. And it's a little cool outside, so it does feel like 52 degrees. Now, the temperatures across the state, we're seeing 40s and 50s. 40s in northeastern Oklahoma and then 50s in central Oklahoma. Now, 60s, we're going to see 60s in northwest Oklahoma and southern Oklahoma as well. We see 63 and then 65 in Lawton, 63 over in Ardmore, 68 up over in Altus, and then 63 over in Guyman. So it's pretty warm in southern Oklahoma, but everywhere else is pretty cool. Now the weather headlines, that's where we're going to talk about freeze warning in eastern Oklahoma. So that's going to be Bartlesville and Miami. That's going to be northeastern Oklahoma is where we're going to see that cold weather going later into tonight. But then Friday night, we could see a possible chance of thunderstorms. I believe the percentage is sitting at 60% right now. And then going into Saturday, we might see a little bit more sprinkles going into Saturday morning, but it's going to continue to be sunny, and then starting Sunday night, we can see some more rain go from 20% up to 50%, and then continue out the rest of the week until Wednesday. It'll get sunny again. I think it's going to be about 66, and it's going to warm up continuing throughout the week. Now, that's all I have. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of my forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. And UCO's Melton Gallery is hosting an event celebrating artwork from Oklahoma high school students.
Young talent in Oklahoma will be at the gallery for the next few days. UCentral's Cameron Forrell has more.
The Melton Gallery has been home to several different projects in just this semester alone. They are currently showing their annual event, Young Talent in Oklahoma, until April 9th. Veronica Cianfrano, the curator for the gallery, gave insight into the art on display.
This is just under 200 artworks that has been juried out of thousands of artworks from high school students from all over Oklahoma. And it was juried and put on by the Oklahoma Art Education Association.
Though the event is essentially a showcase of artwork from Oklahoma youth, there is a common theme among them.
The kind of work that you would see probably in a portfolio to get into college. So that's kind of why you're seeing some similar themes. In the arts, if you want to go on to study the arts, there are some key things you have to show that you know how to do.
The Melton Gallery is constantly hosting various projects throughout every semester. Cianfrano explained the upcoming projects for the gallery that will be on display in the near future.
This exhibition comes down on April 8th, and from there in this gallery, in Melton Gallery, we're going to install the capstone exhibition, which will go up the week of the 28th.
The gallery is located next to the Fine Arts and Design building near the center of campus and is free for students and anyone who wishes to attend. From Edmond, Oklahoma, I'm Cameron Forrell, UCentral News.
Thanks, Cameron. You can stop by the Melton Gallery today until 7:30 p.m. and Mondays through Wednesdays from noon to 5:30 p.m.
And today is Transgender Day of Visibility, and one particular UCO student, Kendall Walton, hopes to create change through a community event focusing on transgender individual rights.
So this is the second year that I've partnered with Rose State College for the Transgender Day of Visibility event. This year we have UCO's BGQLT Plus Center coming out, talking about their services and programs, like their new binder program that they're implementing.
The second annual Transgender Day of Visibility event is hosted in the Rose State College's Library Room 230 from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight.
And tomorrow, the Oklahoma Blood Institute is holding a giveaway event for all donors. Anyone who donates will be entered to win one of two prizes of $1,000 in Visa gift cards. You can donate at any OBI location, or you can schedule an appointment using the link at the bottom of your screen. And another traffic alert for the Edmond area. Many train track crossings will be closed as a result of construction. Currently, the crossing at Thatcher Street and Hurd Street is set to reopen Tuesday. Work is also ongoing on 1st and 3rd Streets. No traffic will be allowed through until work is completed.
It is a chilly day on campus, but when can we expect it to warm up? Still ahead, MC will have our full weather report. Plus, an update on the lawsuit of a well-known case. We'll have more on that in your social media update. Stay tuned.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Tomorrow, UCO will begin celebrating Asian Heritage Month with a kickoff event in the Nye.
UCentral's Jonathan Richardson joins us live in the studio with more. Jonathan?
Tomorrow is the first day of Asian Heritage Month, and UCO's ASA organization is having a kickoff event from 11 to 1 in Constitution Hall at the Nye University Center. Here's what you can expect to see at the event.
We're going to have a performance by Yana. She's a former UCO student, and she actually works here now. And she was Miss Asian UCO. We will also be having various tea ceremonies and a keynote speaker. Our students and our ASA board, they love UCO. But there can always be more representation, there can always be more events. It's all just about time and resources.
Other events on their calendar is a co-op esports collaboration April 8th, karaoke night April 22nd, and a sushi rolling night April 29th. Live here in studio, Jonathan Richardson, UCentral News.
Thanks, Jonathan. And it has been a chilly couple of days.
Very chilly, very windy over the past couple of days here in Oklahoma.
Right. Let's toss it back to MC for a weather update.
Thank you, guys. It has been very, very chilly, and we're going to see a little bit more coldness come our way. Let's go and get into the weather headlines. Right now, freeze warning in eastern Oklahoma, so it's going to be Muskogee, Bartlesville, and Miami, and northeastern Oklahoma is where we're going to see that freeze warning going into tonight. And then thunderstorms are going to start Friday night. It's going to start at a 50% chance, 20% chance earlier in the day. Then going into nighttime is going to go up to 50%. Then moving into Saturday morning, we could see a bit more showers, but it should stop around 8 a.m. to where it's going to be sunny for the rest of the day. And then we're going to see more rain starting Sunday night. It's going to get up to about another 50% chance, and then moving into next week, stopping at Tuesday, maybe Tuesday night, we could see another 20% chance of rain. But going into Wednesday, it's going to be sunny. Going to get up to about 66 degrees. Now let's go ahead and look at the current conditions here on campus. 56 degrees right now. It's sunny outside. We saw a few clouds earlier today, but it's pretty clear right now. We have a northwest wind of 10 miles per hour. Humidity is sitting at 42%, and with that wind chill, it is feeling like 52 degrees outside right now. The temperatures across the state, we're not seeing a lot of differences. Just over in northeastern Oklahoma, we're seeing 40s, but we're seeing 50s in central Oklahoma, and then 60s in southern and northwestern Oklahoma, And then going into later tonight, 41 degrees is going to be our temperature for the low for tonight. It's going to be mostly clear. Might see a few stars, might see the moon as well. Have a northwest wind coming in at 7 miles per hour. Have humidity sitting at 42% with no chance of rain. Now the lows for tonight, it's going to get pretty chilly. Now, like I said, we're going to have a freeze warning in northeastern Oklahoma, So right here, Miami, Tulsa, and Ponca City, that's where we're seeing that 31 degrees. But everywhere else, we should be pretty okay. Here in the metro is going to be 41. That's probably going to be the warmest we're going to see. But everywhere else, we're going to see mid-30s and low 30s as well. Now, the daily forecast for tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m., is going to be 40 degrees. Going to be pretty clear outside. If anything, we might see a few more showers starting. Well, not any showers. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We're going to see showers starting at 7 p.m. tonight. But starting 7 a.m. tomorrow is going to be clear skies. Might see the sun out, a few clouds out. Going into lunchtime, it's going to be definitely sunny, 61 degrees. And just like I said, 7 p.m., 63 degrees. We're going to start seeing that rain start. Now, daily forecast for daily temperatures for tomorrow, going to be 70 degrees here in the metro, same thing in Ardmore, up in Guyman as well, same thing in Woodward. We're going to see some 60s in northeastern Oklahoma, a little bit in northern Oklahoma as well. Same thing in southeastern Oklahoma, and then 70s in southwestern Oklahoma. Now, this is going to be my 7-day forecast. As you can see, we have a lot of rain coming our way. Friday is going to be 20%, like I said, during the day, but going into nighttime, we're going to see a 50% chance of rain. Then, like I said, Sunday is going to start again, just like on Friday, 20% chance, and then going into Sunday night, it's going to be a 60% chance of rain. Continuing to Monday, it's going to be a 50% chance of rain, and then Tuesday, we could see a 20% chance, but Wednesday, we're going to finish out very strong, 66 degrees, very warm outside. That's all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys stay tuned for what my forecast is going to be for tomorrow. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MC. And switching over to music news, a metal band from the 90s is coming to OKC live tonight.
That's right. Korn will be performing at the Paycom Center downtown. The band helped pioneer the new metal genre and bringing it into the mainstream.
And still ahead in social media, President Biden gives remarks on transgender rights and an update on a viral civil lawsuit and more after this. Stay tuned.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Today marks Trans Visibility Day. President Joe Biden said in a statement today that he is standing up for transgender Americans against, quote, hateful bills being passed at the state level, and that he is committed to advancing equality across society. The administration announced several actions to make the federal government more inclusive for transgender people. Yesterday, Governor Kevin Stitt signed a bill banning transgender women from competing on sports teams, and a public transgender figure will become a contributor for Fox News. Today, it was announced that Caitlyn Jenner was hired as a commentator and offer analysis for the company's media platforms. In a statement, Jenner said that she was humbled by this unique opportunity to speak directly to Fox's audience. Jenner is set to make her first appearance on Sean Hannity's program today. And an update on the lawsuit filed by the family of Gabby Petito. Today, the parents of Brian Laundrie asked a Florida court to dismiss the civil lawsuit. Petito's parents allege that the Laundries knew their son killed Petito and were working to help him flee. The Laundries had refused to respond to both Petito's family and law enforcement whether they knew anything when Petito disappeared. CNN has reached out to an attorney for Petito's family. We will keep you updated if anything develops with the lawsuit. And Chris Rock has made his first comedy show appearance since Will Smith slapped him in the face at the Oscars. As you just heard, Rock only briefly addressed the slap to a sold-out show in Boston. Ticket prices skyrocketed after the altercation at the Oscars, but like Rock stated, he will be talking about it at some point. And I'm very interested to see how this will play out. You know, the Academy Award are upholding their standards, so I'm trying to decipher what exactly is going to happen with Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Right, I am really curious as to what he's going to say about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
It was a big deal. Everyone's talking about it.
A very messy, very confusing situation all around, and I'm pretty excited to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, coming up on Broncos Sports, our very own Aaron Gelvin will be previewing UCO baseball action coming up tomorrow night. Stay tuned.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back, Bronco fans. I'm Aaron Gelvin, and this is your Thursday Sports Update. The UCO baseball team is in action tomorrow night in Pittsburgh, Kansas, against the Pittsburgh State Gorillas at 6 p.m. UCO is 17-12 overall this season and 10-7 in MIAA play. Central is coming off of a 9-1 win over Northeastern State on the road, and the Broncos are currently averaging 7.6 runs per game and 9.1 hits per game. Leading the way offensively for the Broncos is junior outfielder Landon Wood. He currently has 30 hits and 17 RBIs on the season. UCO will be looking to be one of the few teams to beat Pitt State at home this year, where the Gorillas have lost just twice this season. And the UCO women's track and field team has a busy few days ahead of them, and they are going to be on the road a lot this weekend. The squad will be in Wichita, Kansas on Friday and Saturday, and in San Angelo, Kansas on Saturday only. The team is coming off of 9 top 5 performances last weekend to open their outdoor season with a bang in Shawnee. And there was stunning news coming out of the NFL yesterday as it was announced that Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians would be retiring from coaching and would take a job in the Bucs front office. That's him riding that incredible golf cart right there, incredible video right there. And Arians won the Super Bowl in 2020 with Tampa and has been Tom Brady's coach for each of the last 2 seasons. This move comes after Brady announced he was unretiring earlier this month. Tampa Bay has announced that they will elevate defensive coordinator Todd Bowles on your screen right now to the head coaching position. Bowles' defense was crucial in the Bucs' 2020 championship run, and he has prior head coaching experience as he coached the New York Jets from 2015 to 2018. Bowles also has NFL experience as a player, as he started at free safety for Washington in their victory in Super Bowl 22. And your Oklahoma City Thunder were back in action last night inside the Paycom Center as they took on Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. It was a homecoming for Ice Trae, and the former Sooner showed out as he dropped 41 points and added 8 dimes as Atlanta was victorious by a score of 136 to 118. Lindy Waters, a former Oklahoma State star and high school teammate of Trae Young, led the Thunder with 25 points, and the pair went to Norman North together and then chose opposite sides of the Bedlam rivalry on the hardwood. The Thunder are next in action tomorrow night at home against the Detroit Pistons. And finally, the Final Four of college basketball is this weekend, and only one team will be able to cut down the nets in New Orleans as the champion on Monday night. Speaking of which, here's Duke star Paolo Banchero talking about the tricky business of this great college hoops tradition.
I did that specifically because, just a little quick story, my mom won a state championship as a coach, and she got to go up on the ladder and cut the net. And I remember her swinging the net around and being like, I always wanted to do that. Then I won state in high school, and they lowered the hoop to cut the net. They didn't bring the ladder. And so it kind of ruined the moment a little bit. So when I got the ladder, I made sure I look up there and tell my mom, make sure you get this on video and or a picture.
Duke plays North Carolina on Saturday, and Kansas is matched up against Villanova. Guys, I can't wait for the Final Four. What do you guys think?
I know. I think it's going to be a really riveting Final Four. I think all the teams there have that chance to make that run for the championship. However, if I had to bet money on it, I think I'd probably have to go with Kansas.
We'll see which teams end up on top. We'll have more news and weather after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back. And it has been pretty cold and windy these past couple days. I'm hoping for some sun. We're going to toss it right back to MC for our last weather look. MC, take it away.
Thank you, Eden. Let's go ahead and get to your last look of weather. Let's talk about tomorrow. So starting tomorrow, daily forecast, 7 a.m. is going to be very cool outside. It's going to be 40 degrees outside. We could see the sun come out with a few clouds as well. Then moving into lunchtime, it's going to be very, very sunny outside. It's going to feel great. It's going to start, we're going to be at 61 degrees, and then going into 7 p.m., that's where the sadness is going to happen. We're going to have some showers come our way, sitting at 63 degrees. Now, the temperatures across the state, it's going to be 70s and 60s in eastern Oklahoma. Now, the rain is going to start in northwestern Oklahoma and then push south is when we're going to start seeing that rain. So we could see rain starting around 10 o'clock later tomorrow night. Now, this is going to be my 7-day forecast right here. Got a few flowers down there because it is springtime. You can go ahead and see where we're going to have chances of rain on there as well. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Back to you guys, to you.
Thank you, MC. And a once-in-a-decade event is about to happen at the Myriad Botanical Gardens.
That's right. The corpse flower will bloom sometime next week. The Gardens has a live stream up on their YouTube awaiting for the flower to bloom. It was planted over 8 years ago, and when it blooms, it will release a horrible smell. That is so funny. That was not what I was expecting.
That's kind of crazy, you know? You wait 8 years for a flower to bloom, and then you're expecting this super nice scent, and then it turns out to be really stinky.
Right.
That's so
You would
weird.
expect flowers to smell good. Not the corpse flower, though.
Not the corpse
Well,
flower.
that's all the time we have today. I'm Eden Jones.
And I'm CJ Craig. Thank you so much for joining us here at UCentral News. Have a wonderful evening.